So we must remember to import the libraries as before. I have a custom class on the left which I will walk you through. Instead of the word root, I've just used login box, but we do the standard TK open close brackets to make a window. Populate the window with colors, backgrounds, icons. This is the main application, which is called a top level, and it is just another window, but it is placed on top of the login we made earlier, and will by default open automatically, so you get two windows. And I'm just populating with similar things. So in effect I've made two golden windows, one smaller than the other. And here I withdraw the main application because we only want to see the login box at the beginning. Very useful. And what it does is it hides a window, creating a pop-up effect. Here I am calling the login method, which will check if the user has typed in correct details. Here I withdraw I de-iconify the window and withdraw the login window, so in effect I put the application on the screen and hide the login box. So I'm using de-iconify and withdraw. Now this is how we connect the main to my custom class, and here I am passing in my notebook and login page that I've made, so I can add the widgets to it, and I've called it master and login window. So that's how you connect the two files. The only reason to do this really is to make the code easier, if you separate things and make smaller tasks. The def init function will just trigger all the things below it automatically when you instantiate in your main window. And all it's going to do really is create a bunch of global variables. One is to the application, one is to the login box, so that I can refer later on to them. And I made a password, I've made a username, and I need two variables for actually capturing what the user types in, and of course how many errors they've made. Next I build the login window and I place it on the login window a label, which is the title login. And then following that you will see the username, the password, which is a label and entry field, and the so there's two labels and two entry fields, and that's the whole login box. I've added some color and fonts. You can copy and paste a lot of the code. The actual application is just a simple one label window, and you could build notebooks and things on it, and that's the whole code for that. And the button will look for this method, and it will get the user's information and compare it to your password, get the user's password and compare it, and that involves two if statements. If the password is the same as what they've typed in, and if the username is the same as they. This is the interesting bit. If it is true, we de-iconify the application and withdraw the login box. So and then finally, if it isn't correct, we report in the shell. You could remove that later. That was just for testing purposes. and I'm just doing a quick run to show you that it's still working. You could see a label, an entry, a label, an entry, and a button that I mentioned earlier.